Crypto Leverage Traded Group a little bit before 2 p.m. on Monday. Doing a really quick update here for everyone. Got a couple of messages over the weekend about what was my thought process behind re-adding Bitcoin Cash after a year or so back into our focus. And so I want to do this really quick update. Bitcoin Cash actually right now is up twice what Bitcoin is up in the 24-hour period. It's up 21%. Bitcoin is up 10%. So it tells you a little bit of where I'm coming from with now after this sell-off. Some people are calling it capitulation, epic dump, whatever the characteristic may be. It's the market. This is what the market is. Remember, I've always told you in the Discord, and on Facebook, in our Facebook group, that you know what? You're not trading price. You're trading behavior. If you're a leverage trader, it has to be your mentality. If you're running and checking prices all the time, that's not really where you want to be. Okay. You want to be trading behaviors. And that's why I don't do a lot of calls and that nonsense. Bitcoin's going to 70,000, Bitcoin's going to 35. You can make those calls. And then a month from now, come back and post ridiculous tweets about how you got it right. Okay, well, if you're calling 35,000 and 70,000 Bitcoin at the same time, chances are you're probably going to get it right. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense. You want to be able to trade the actual behaviors. And that's what we're talking about with Bitcoin Cash, is what's the behavior right now of Bitcoin Cash. Not necessarily what is the price in the current market, but where will the price be? Okay, because of the activity. Remember, when you're investing in some of these or you're trading in some of these altcoins that don't have any activity, they're kind of like pipe dreams or like going to be's kind of thing. You don't really have that luxury. But with Bitcoin Cash and a lot of the others that are actually operating on a network, right? Operating on the blockchain, you have transactional activity to look to. So let's take a look at this. Is the reason why I've now reshifted back to Bitcoin Cash because during this capitulation is look. They've just rolled out another fork like they normally do. Okay, so now in the upgrades of their, operating capacity, they no longer have a cap in transactions. It used to be a 50 cap transaction in terms of before confirmation on the block. You can only do 50 transactions, right? That's gone now. So that's unlimited. So that opens up a lot more transactions. They've added an op return, the output upgrade, which means when they're sending data, when they're sending things on the blockchain now, there could be multiple texts, multiple images, okay, on a single transaction. That is an upgrade. That opens themselves up to a lot more activity. Now, let's look at the activity in 2021 compared to 2020. When we entered the year in January, Bitcoin Cash's activity was about 20,000 transactions daily, okay? Not bad. I mean, for a network that's a fork, from Bitcoin, right? That in itself is not a bad number. That's why you saw Bitcoin Cash rise to above $1,000, $1,200, right? Okay, there's been interest in Bitcoin Cash for the last year. This is not new, okay? There are those diehard Bitcoiners that will never forgive, that fork, okay? Like so many others. You just have to get past that. Well, now we're sitting in May of 2021, and what we're looking at is 650% to actually now 700% growth in transactional activity for using Bitcoin Cash. Okay, that's where we should be focusing our attention in cryptocurrency, in the cryptoverse, on actions on the blockchain that are growing, which means there is adoption and acceptance for Bitcoin Cash. It's proven in the numbers. Just look at the processing in the last 90 days, or that 90-day period, February, March, April, where we have that data from the blockchain now. At its peak, Bitcoin was operating about little less than 230 transactions daily. Okay, Bitcoin Cash peaked at 414,000. What does that tell you? Right? That tells you that people are using either Bitcoin Cash is cheaper, people are using Bitcoin Cash, maybe it's more efficient, maybe they can do more transactions, maybe they can do these op return upgrades. They can do all these things now with Bitcoin Cash that they're not really doing with Bitcoin. So that's why we're seeing now us pop off of this level of 500 all the way now up to 670, where we're looking at now. If you're in a leverage trade, you obviously are in the money.